Hi students, I hope all are fine. So we have finished the chapter My Earthquake Experience in Tokyo. So now what we are going to do is we are going to deal with some other grammar parts. Okay. So in the previous lessons we found we came across certain idioms with regard to color, isn't it? So now what we are going to do is we are going to see certain idioms with the word face. Okay, face, with the word face. So first, expressions with face. Okay, so read this sentence. Some people were stony faced after the earthquake. So this thing we came across in the chapter when we were dealing with the story My Earthquake Experience in Tokyo. We came across this when the earthquake was hit and some other people's face were stony faced. So we came across this expression. So the expression stony faced means showing no emotion, or it is known as expressionless. Okay, expressionless. When you are expressionless, when you don't show any emotions or when you don't show any expression, your face is considered as a stony face. Okay, that is the expression. Then now we have a certain idioms, okay, or some expressions with the word face. Okay, they are here like this: to have a long face, to have a long face. Okay, you can consult the dictionary in order to find the meaning. Okay, then second one, to be wiped off the face of the earth, to be wiped off the face of the earth. Third one, to blow up in your face. Fourth, to have a poker face. Okay, fifth one, to cut off your nose in spite of your face. Okay, these are the idioms. So now we have the meaning of these idioms here in this column, in the column B. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to find out, or we need to match these idioms which are in the column A to that in the column B. Okay, the first one maybe I'll do it for you. To have a long face. Okay, to have a long face means to have a discontented or sullen face expression. Okay, to have a discontented face expression. Discontented means, okay, you are not happy about something. That is when we use this, to have a long face. Likewise, now consult your dictionary and find out the meanings of these idioms. Okay, all right. So next one is, we know that we have some parts of speech, isn't it? Parts of speech like noun, verb, adverb, pronoun, adjective, etc. Okay, so we you have already learned some other or you have already learned the types of pronouns. Okay, they can be personal, possessive, indefinite, distributive, relative. Okay, then reflexive. Okay, there are so many types of pronouns. Now what we need to do is we need to find out the pronouns in these sentences and classify them in these columns. Okay, we may find, as we come across these pronouns, we may find some pronouns which are different from these four, okay, which are already given: personal, possessive, indefinite, and distributive. We may find it different. So what we need to do, we can write it separately. Okay, so we shall just go through this. You have learned about the different types of pronouns. Underline the pronouns in each sentence. Then write the pronouns in the correct column to identify the types. Okay, first you need to underline the pronouns, then you need to what write the pronouns correctly, identifying their types. Okay, we need to write it in these columns. Okay, as I said, we may find some pronouns which do not belong to these four types. Okay, there are different types of pronouns, so we can you can make another column and write it. Okay, in the textbook we have only these four given, but as we come across, as we go through, we'll find some different pronouns, so those we need to write it separately. Okay, that one we need to keep in mind as we go through. Okay, the first one, who does this jacket belong to? Who does this jacket belong to? So here the pronoun is, as you know, it is who. Who is the pronoun? Okay, so who, we cannot classify the type of the pronoun who in these four, because it is not there. Who is a relative pronoun. Okay, it is a relative pronoun, so we can write it separately. Then second one, will somebody please help me? Will somebody please help me? Okay, oh, this one also I'll say it. Somebody, somebody means, here there are two pronouns. First is somebody, second is me. Okay, second one, see, will somebody please help me? So the first pronoun is somebody, second one is me. Okay, so somebody, somebody should come under what? Someone. It is indefinite, we are not sure. Okay, that's why we say it is indefinite, so it is an indefinite pronoun. Somebody is an indefinite pronoun. Then me, me is what? Me is personal. Okay, it is personal pronoun. Likewise, just go through these sentences and identify the pronouns. Maybe if you are able to find out the type of the pronoun, you find it and classify them. If you are unable to find it, it's okay, no problem. We just find the pronouns only. We will classify them when we have the live session. We shall classify them and write them where they belong to. Okay, so just identify the pronouns. That's what you go to do in this exercise. Okay, then pronouns and antecedents. All right, so what, you know what is pronoun, and I don't think you will know what is antecedents. Okay, now let us read this, then it will be easy for you to understand. Read these sentences. I turned to look at the building. It was shaking. The people who are in the park are my friends. They live near my house. Okay, there are two sentences, and some part is given in different color, isn't it? The building, then the people who are in the park. Okay, so some things are given in a different color. Okay, why they are given in a different color? That's what we are going to see. In the above sentences, the highlighted groups of words are antecedents. Okay, these highlighted group of words, the building is an antecedent. The people who are in the park also, it is an antecedent. Okay, so in the above sentences, the highlighted group of words are antecedents, whereas the underlined words are the pronouns that replace them. Okay, so we have pronoun and also antecedents. Okay, so the highlighted part is antecedent, and the part which is given, which is underlined, that is pronoun. Here also same. Okay, so the part that is underlined, the word that is underlined is a pronoun. Pronouns are used to replace the antecedents. Okay, antecedents means, okay, pronouns denote the antecedents. Denote, okay, they speak about the antecedents. I hope it is clear. For example, the elephant, okay, the elephant came to my house. Okay, sorry, an elephant came to my house. It ate, or it was eating which leaf does the elephant eat? Okay, coconut leaf. Okay, the an elephant came to my house. Okay, an elephant came to my house, full stop. Then the second sentence, it was eating coconut leaves. So in the second sentence, it is a pronoun. It denotes what? The elephant. Okay, an elephant. Okay, it denotes an elephant. So an elephant is a antecedent because the pronoun denotes the antecedents. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, notice that in each sentence the pronoun agrees in number and gender to its antecedents. Okay, pronouns always agree to the number and gender of the antecedents. Now when we read this, we will be able to understand it in a better manner. The man who came out of the station with me looked visibly shaken. The man, okay, only one. Who, okay, who also only one. The man who came out of the station with me looked visibly shaken. Then second one, the news channels were covering the earthquake that had just hit Tokyo. Okay, covering the earthquake that had just hit Tokyo. Okay, earthquake also is singular. Okay, that's why it is that we use only that. Okay, that is a that the pronoun that is singular. All right. So in these sentences, who and that are relative pronouns. Okay, who and that are relative pronouns. They relate to link their antecedents. Okay, the man and the earthquake. We have already seen it. To the other words that describe them in the sentence. Came out of the station and had just hit Tokyo. Okay, they describe the sentence. Then the relative pronouns who, whose, and whom are used for people, and which and that are used for things. Okay, the relative pronouns who, whose, and whom are used for people, and which and that are used for things. And there is something we have to keep in mind, that is, you should be very careful while using relative pronouns. Keep the relative pronouns close to the antecedents. Okay, always the relative pronoun should be kept close to the antecedent. For example, the mobile is not working that she had just that she had bought last week. It's a wrong sentence because the mobile it is the antecedent. Okay, the mobile is not working. Okay, that she had, that is a pronoun. Okay, so mobile is an antecedent. So antecedent and pronoun should come close, they should be always close. The mobile that she had bought last week is not working, so that is a correct sentence. So here, now what you need to do is read these sentences and identify the mistakes, then rewrite them correctly in your notebooks. So what you need to do is you need to keep the antecedent and the pronoun close. That's what you have to do it. Okay, first one I'll do it for you. The boy goes to my school who came first. It's not a complete, it doesn't give complete sense, isn't it? You have to write this way. The boy, then comes the pronoun. Who came first goes to my school. Okay, the boy who came first goes to my school. Like that, you have to make sure that you keep the antecedent and the pronoun close. Okay, so and rewrite these sentences. All right. Then we have something that you need to imagine. Okay, imagine that you have to get a home survival kit ready. Okay, home survival kit means what? Okay, for example, in your place there comes a storm and you are asked to evacuate. So what all things you will be having? That is one. Then if you are not sure whether an earthquake is going to hit your place, so what all the things you need to carry with you, together with you. Okay, so those are things you need to write. Then what would you include in it? Look at the list below, given below. Guess and add four more useful items to the list. Okay, this you can add by yourself. Okay, blankets, sheets, food, rope, battery operated radio, first aid box, spare shoes, spare set of clothes, sharp knives. Then you can add four more. Okay, and we have a worksheet worksheet is natural disasters like earthquakes are generally followed by fires. What would you do if a fire broke out in your building? Find out information from the internet on how to save yourself if you are caught in a building on fire. Share your information in groups or groups of 4 and make a poster highlighting some do's and don'ts during a fire. So do the internet search and make a poster. Okay, you can do it by yourself. You don't need to look for your friends. Alright, I hope this is clear. Thanks you everybody, and bye.